Hey angels, welcome back to TouchedByTyHairCo. You want to know how I achieved this look? Let's get into it. I'm happy you came back. See you in a second. All right, angels, welcome back to TouchedByTyHairCo. This is my little baby that don't listen, okay? And I'm doing her makeup today, all right? Don't ask a lot of questions. Just know she a little baby and she don't listen. We're going to start off by cleaning her face. Y'all know what I clean the face with. I go in with the micellar water and I get that client's face nice and squeaky clean before applying any products. Once her face is clean, I'm going to go in with the Pond's moisturizer for sensitive skin, and I'm going to blend that into the client's skin using a foundation blending brush. All of my brushes can be found in my brush video. I will link it up in the information bar and down in the description box. Make sure you stop by and check out that video after watching this one. Getting into this look, I'm going to go ahead and outline her beautiful full brows with the Morphe Eyebrow Definer Pencil in the shade Mocha. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about brows. If your client has a full brow, you don't have to do much, okay? All you have to do is take the pencil. You can extend the tail slightly. If you want to extend the front, or you need to make that front meet up at that tear duct area, you can do that. You do not have to do a lot when a client has full brows. Now, if your client has skinny mini brows like me, baby, you got to create one, okay? So don't overdo it if the client has a brow, and if the client doesn't have a brow, give them what they need to get the complete look. All of my products can be found. So I am going to do an updated what's in my kit video. I've had a few people ask me, so I'm going to do an updated kit video, but it hasn't changed much, okay? I have added quite a few items to my kit, but you can check out my what's in my kit video part 1 and 2. I'll go ahead and link those up in the information bar as well, okay? So that way you can go ahead and check it out. I use pretty much the same thing. Some of my techniques have changed. You know, it's not about what you use, it's how you use it and how you apply the technique for your client. So yeah, just find out what works for you and stick with that. Yeah. For this look, I am going in with the Morphe 35U palette, using these 2 shades of brown to create this just very basic brown shadow base. To be honest, right, you really don't even have to use a concealer base or use an eyeshadow for this look. However, I just wanted, I didn't know what I was gonna do, honestly, or how I was gonna use the stones until I started just putting the eyeshadow on. I freehanded. Lately, I've just been freestyling, seeing what I come up with. And this was the look I came up with today. I have been seeing this look, and it's something that I wanted to try to do and achieve. So we rocked out with it. So to apply the rhinestones today, I am going in with this clear lash glue. The rhinestones, my size of choice, and I'm using this bejeweled applicator to place these rhinestones on her eye. Y'all, this was tedious as heck, okay? This was a lot of work. I didn't know what size I wanted to use. I didn't know where I wanted to place these stones. So if this is a look that you're looking to duplicate, you're gonna have to take your time. The client is gonna have to have time. And I also, what I didn't do, which I recommend that you do if this is a look that you want to try, I recommend you going in and you placing the stones, place one side and then place the other. Okay, place the stones together, because what I did was, as you can see, I did one complete side, and I didn't know what the heck I did on that one side. So when I went to do the other side, it was a fool. Okay, but I matched it up as good as I possibly could, and yeah, it was a mess, but I got it done. I got it done, y'all. I got it done. All I did was I went in, I applied the dots of glue first where I wanted to place my rhinestones, and then I went back in and I used the stone grabber to place the rhinestones in the place of the glue. I recommend dotting both of the eyes at the same time, so that way you know where you're going to place your stones, and that way you have perfect symmetry, okay? Even if the glue should dry up on the other eye, at least you know where your dots are, you know where you're placing your rhinestones, and if you need to apply a second layer of glue, you can do that. It will not hurt the look at all, okay? Just make sure once you place them, they're placed, because they get tacky really, really fast, and they can be tough to move, and you don't want to mess up your base. So off camera, I completed her other eye, and then we're moving right along into her face look. So to prime her face, to prime the skin, y'all know this is my favorite primer, okay? The e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I also like the e.l.f. Putty Primer. That's really, really good too. But I've been on this Power Grip lately, and I love it. For her foundation colors today, I am going in with no other, okay, than the Nika K Full Coverage Foundation in the shade 12 and 13. For my chocolate baby. This my little baby that don't listen. This is my, this is Ari. She is a braider in the DMV area. I will be sure to leave her Instagram handle right here if you want to get your hair braided. Check her out, okay? It will be down in the description box. Check her out. She's the bomb, okay? Support my girl. So, sidebar that has absolutely nothing to do with this video. You could not have told me this time last year that I would be this passionate about makeup artistry. Like, y'all, I love to make a woman feel beautiful. You know, I love doing hair. I love doing makeup. I love what I do. I love my growth. When I take a look at my growth, I am getting more and more comfortable with my hand, and I'm really proud of myself for sticking to it and remaining consistent, even with my YouTube channel, right? Just dropping consistent content, dealing with beauty, dealing with being a woman, dealing with life. Like, I thank you guys so much for rocking with me. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers, and I'm super duper excited about that. I cannot wait to reach 1,000. And yeah, I'm just here to pour into you guys the way you would pour into me. Like, I appreciate all of you. If you've been with me from the beginning, and baby, you know this has indeed been a journey that I am still on, okay? But we making some progress, all right? God is good. Doesn't matter how you feel. God is still worthy to be praised. Amen. So to highlight her, we're going in with the Nika K Full Coverage Highlighter in the shade 05. I did want a bright eye, but not too bright. You know, each look calls for a different technique. I think my last video, the full glam that I used, she was a fair-skinned client, and I left her bright. Like, I just wanted her to be popping and bright. So for this one, I did leave her bright, but it wasn't too much, you know. I still wanted her to keep this beautiful complexion that she has. I did not want to take away from that too much. She has beautiful facial features. Like, she's beautiful. So I just wanted to, you know, give her a little touch of tie, okay? That's it. She kept looking, y'all. I told her hard-headed ass not to look. And she, you know, she can't sit still. She on that phone. She drove me crazy this day. She drove me insane, okay? Clients, okay, when you go to your makeup artist, sit down, relax, do what they ask you to do, and do what they ask you to do. Yeah, because if we say open your eyes, we need your eyes to be open, okay? If we say turn your face this way, turn your face this way. Don't be on that phone. I'm telling you, it's a mess. But anyway, let's get back into this look. So y'all, it was a lot going on in school this day. Okay, it was a lot going on in school this day. So you'll see me like talking and, you know, telling the girls my opinion on certain situations. I'm the oldest person in the school, y'all, so they come to me for everything. And you'll see me doing a lot of talking. That's why she talking. That's why we was talking. It was a lot going on in the school this particular day. So as you can see, I'm setting her face. I went in with the LA Girl Pro pressed powder in the shade Nude Beige to set her highlight. Now I'm bronzing up her face with the LA Girl pressed powder in the shade Toffee and Cocoa. I mixed those two shades to go in and bronze out the area and set the rest of her face. To deepen up her contour and bronze her up more, I am going in with my RK by Kiss contour powder palette in the shade Medium Dark. I am using the second to the darkest shade to contour her nose, and to bronze up and contour the rest of her face, I will be using the darkest shade. Make sure that you are blending everything out. You do not want your client to have any harsh lines, right? You just don't want a line on the face. You just don't. Your blending sponge is going to be your best friend for that process. Just make sure you don't leave any powders or anything sitting on top of the skin. You want to press all of that into the skin with the Dead Beauty blender. Here I am baking her. Baking is different from setting, guys. Okay, baking is for definition, to put that extra oomph. Okay, you do not have to bake with your glams. You do not have to bake. Baking is just for emphasis and definition. It's going to help create that high and low light depth. Okay, that's what baking does. Setting, you need to set any liquid that's on the face. It has to be set. Okay, so you need to set in every glam, but baking, you don't have to. I am a glam artist, makeup artist that bakes. All my looks are baked. Don't come to me if you don't want to be baked. Okay, that's not what I do. For her blush, I'm going in with the Juvia's Place Blush Palettes in the color Volume 1. I like blush, okay, because this was a very much glam but so simplistic look. Her eyes did everything that I needed them to do, so I kept the lip and the face really, really calm. That's why I didn't brighten up her under eye too much. I just didn't want the face to be doing too much. I didn't want to take away from the eye. You see, she does not have a wing liner. I did not want a wing liner for this look. Sometimes a wing liner can take away from the glam. So you do not have to put a wing liner on every single look. Like, I do not do that. Only if and when it calls for one. But you don't want to add a wing liner and then it takes away from the glam. It's just doing too much. This eye is doing a lot. It's the first thing that you see when you look at her. I wanted to do a red lip, but she wasn't going anywhere. So we just stuck to a new lip. This lip combo is my favorite right now. You're seeing me use it probably in my last few glams. I have used this lip combo. It works on every skin type. Okay, the Trendsetter, the Morphe lip liner in the shade Trendsetter, and the Morphe matte lip gloss in the shade Virgin. It is fire. I absolutely love it. Get into this look. Look at that. Look at, I'm so proud of myself. I've come so far. So I go right over that lip gloss with, you know, my handy dandy beauty supply store, okay? Lip gloss, I like to use Kiss Colors lip gloss. They have a Glam Shine. This is in the shade Nutty Nude. Now I'm going right back in with the shade that I bronzed her face up with, the same powder brush that I use to bronze her face and set her face. I'm using that same brush with that color Cocoa, that pressed powder in the color Cocoa, and I'm blending in every area that I baked. The reason why you go back in after baking with the color that you use to bronze the face, because you want to bring it back down. You want to blend it out. You don't want to create any harsh lines, okay? So on to my favorite part, which is the bronzer part. Y'all, I live by this bronzer. I don't bronze my client with anything else, okay, other than this L'Oreal Paris Lumini bronzer powder. It is absolutely gorgeous. It comes in 3 shades. I applied 03 to her, which is the deepest shade, and it just makes the client look like they are kissed by diamonds, as you know, and they definitely look like they're touched by Ty, okay? Going in with my handy dandy flea marker palette with my flea marker. Lord Jesus. With my flea market palette. I love all these highlighter shades, y'all. So I highlighted her face with this palette just to give it that glow that it needed. And it's giving Touched by Ty. It's giving yes, ma'am. For her waterline, I wanted to give it a little pop, so I went in with this hot pink shade from this Morphe palette, y'all, and it did what needed to be done, for sure. I also went in off camera and I lined her waterline with the Morphe eyeliner in the shade Coconut. It is white, and I used that to line her waterline just to make that eye pop a little bit more. Y'all, she waters, okay? She's a waterer. Make sure
you have been the most difficult client ever. Here, chick.
Yes.
I hold the mirror. I'm not gonna hold it for you. Crazy ass. You like it?
Yes, I do.
Jesus.
This is the final look, angels. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments about anything that I did, technique, anything like that, leave me a comment. I answer all of my comments, okay? Yeah, this is it. I will see you guys in the next tutorial. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't. If it's your first time here, welcome home, angel. Hit that subscribe button. I will see you in the next video. Touched by Ty Hair Co. out. Bye.